All right, guys, Jake back here at J&J West Wing. Just going to do a little video here. I had a local company reached out to me. They're wanting some sockets engraved. I've done some testing and figured this process out. So thought I'd jump on here and show a little video what the process is and how I get this done. There's a neat little feature in Lightburn that I'll show you here on the computer in a few minutes that allows me to import some figures and stuff here from the laser bed to get this set up. So that's something you're interested in, stick around. We'll be right back. All right, guys, here we are back. We're here in Lightburn. I'll get this video started on doing these impact sockets that we've got going here. So I've already loaded the sockets into the laser. We'll go over here to the camera. You got your camera set up here. Just do the overlay. Give us a picture here of what that looks like inside the laser. So I just laid a board in here, set them on top of that just to give me a better image of what they look like in there, because it doesn't show up real well on the black. So black on black doesn't do well. So I did that. Excuse me. So Lightburn's built-in feature over here has a trace the overlay. So we updated the overlay with the camera. Now we're going to trace the overlay with this. It pops up and gives you this. We don't need a super clear, accurate picture of this. We just need to have an idea of where these are at so we can create our image inside there. So I'm not worried about all the other things that is detailing inside here. So we just click over here. It brings it back up to this screen. As you can see, there's lots and lots of little lines all over. We don't need all those. So go up here and ungroup them. Then you just take and highlight the socket area. What I'm going to do is make those a different color. So we'll make those blue. And then we'll go here to our cut layers. If I change that to a fill, now I've got a great image of where each one of those sockets are. It doesn't give me a perfect picture of it, but it does give me an idea of where they're at, so I can get an idea of where I need to place the letters for this gentleman to have these lettered. So the other thing I do is I hold my shift key, I go up here and I hit the red. Now that'll highlight everything on the screen that's red. I can go over here to the trash can and just delete that. It's going to ask me if I'm sure. Yep, get rid of it. Now I don't have anything else other than the blue that's there. So now I can go ahead and put my lettering on here to engrave these sockets. So let's see, they want the letter J on some of these, so we'll just do a capital J. Let's change the color to red on that so that we can see them a little better on the blue. Maybe. There we go. Now we're getting red. Now I want to make those a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. I can just go up here and manually change that to 0.5, 0.5. So that gives me, oh wait, change that one. I don't want that one to change. 0.5, 0.5 for each one of them. So that gives me a 1/2 inch letter. We'll fill them so we can see them a little better. So that's kind of what we've got. Now I can duplicate these, or actually it might be easier to copy these and then just place one on each one of these. Just right click, paste, right click, paste. So you see how it's going up and down and up and down? I don't want that. I want them to all be sequential in order so that they look decent. So we'll delete. Oh, don't want to do that. Leave that where it's at. Okay, we'll just delete these individually. So we'll just duplicate these like this, and then you can just move it over. Get an idea where you want it at. Duplicate it again. Move it over again with your arrows. Just move straight sideways. Duplicate it. Move it over. And I know there's an array tool that I can use for this as well down here. I could do this and possibly that would work. I'm not sure if I could get them in line. Then I can just add here. See how they're going way off now? I can't really do them that way either. So it's a little easier to do this, and then I can just kind of place them where I want them. Duplicate again. Duplicate again. You know the process here. And yes, the camera is not 100% on this. So what I do is I actually lay a piece of paper over the top of the sockets, and I turn my power way down, and I just run a test across the top of my leaves, part of the socket there, exposed, and then I run a test across there to see if these are actually lining up where I want them to. And if not, I can manually come back here and I can shift these left or right to make sure that they're in the center of the sockets where I want them. So let me get that set up. We'll come back here and show you the process of that happening and see how that works. So we'll be back in just a moment. All right, guys, here we are back. These are the sockets that the customers requested for me to engrave their initials into. They've got a couple of sets here that they want done. I've actually got several sets here. I got several that's not even opened up. So guys wanting to do his entire set of sockets. He's got another fellow worker that works with him, so he wants 2 sets done. He wants his done, and a fellow coworker, he wants theirs done as well. So we'll take you along, show you the process here. Some of these may be a little touchy. They're quite small. This is a little 1/4 inch extension that is going to be a little challenging to do, but I think I've got the process figured out, and we'll show you that process, and hope this turns out all right. I did some testing yesterday, and I think I've got it set up so I can do this. So we'll get started here. All right, guys, we'll run this through here and see what happens. See if I've got these lined up well enough we can run them on the sockets. There we go. We'll let it run here a couple minutes and see, but here's we've got a few of them off. I think most of them are on spec pretty well, but a few of them are off. What's nice about doing it this way, you can shift them back and forth and kind of figure out what you need to do. Turn the camera here a little bit so you can see a little better. Let that run a minute so I can get a good accurate reading on where they're at. Then I'll just pause it. I can get down closer and I can see they're not lined up. So this one here, I got to shift it over. See how they're all off. It looks like most of them have to be shifted to the right. That one's probably pretty good. To the right, that one's good, and that one needs to go to the left actually. So we'll do some adjustments here and we'll get right back and see if we can get them straightened out a bit. All right, sorry guys. Not real sure what happened there. It looks like I lost some video here, so I figured I'd jump in here and just do a voiceover on this and let you see this. This is a time-lapse video of the whole process I had going on. So I don't know. Not sure what happened to the video. Sorry you lost the top side of it. All right, guys. I just wanted to jump in here and show you this side of it. I got to the point where I was doing the multi-sets here, where they've got all the different size sockets and everything in it, and there were so many different sizes and everything in it. I couldn't just lay that one in the laser, so I had to do that one the hard way, create a jig or just manually put them in. So what I've done is I just took a couple of my magnets here, laid them in here so I can lay them in and out over and over and over. So I'll let you see the process here. They got some writing on them, so I'm just trying to roll them around and find a spot that I can get in there to put the logo on it, the initial on it, and not have to do it. So I've got it already programmed here, so this is how quick they go. They're super quick. It's not that hard to do. It just takes some time to load them and unload them. But it's, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds per letter. And then I can just hit the start button again, and it's that easy. So they're not that hard. If anybody's interested in doing this, I have a CO2 laser. It's a 60 watt. And it's my settings. Let me double check. I think the settings. Let me double check at the settings here. Yeah, I've got it set at 100 millimeters a second and 50% power. And you can see they come out very nice. The lettering is super nice. I wipe them down a little bit to get some of the excess off of them, but they're super nice. As long as you have this black impact socket, they engrave really well with a CO2 laser. I don't know about a diode, but the CO does a wonderful job with it. So I was very pleased to see how nice these come out. Um, they they look super nice here. So I just wanted to let you see the process of that there, and you can kind of see I just laying them in the same spot. I got the magnets. All right, guys, all finished up here. Just got them all done and put back in their cases here and wiped a few of them down. So I'll put the camera around here and let you guys. So here they are. They've all got the letters that they requested on them. It all turned out pretty well. I had a couple of them that didn't get positioned quite right. When I got into this set here, it was a little more difficult because I had to go through and kind of customize each one of them because they were different sizes and different lengths, and these are all done inside here as well. So all of them done. So right at 150 different sockets that were done today. So customer will be super happy to get these for work on Monday morning and get them back up into their shop. So I'm sure his employees working for him will really enjoy them. So with that said, guys, we'll close the laser down for today. I got some other stuff I got to get done. So I just wanted to get these done for everybody. As we say, we're always on the air here at J&J Westman 73s, guys.